Stealth Army, welcome back to another Minecraft video. I hope you guys are all doing great. We're going to be talking about mostly Minecon in today's video. We're taking a break from the Warden and from the Deep Dark. If you guys didn't catch those videos, I'll have links down below in the description. A lot of exciting things going on with the Deep Dark. And I feel like my obsession lately is just a little bit too much. So today I mostly want to talk about Minecon for a lot of different reasons. And we're going to be talking about the next major update as well. So after part 2, if that's 1.19, 1.20, not entirely sure as of right now in terms of the number. But yeah, we got a lot to discuss. And the gameplay footage in today's video is me playing Java Edition. Now, I've been playing Java for a couple years now. I'm not really good at it because I grew up playing console. Like, I grew up using a controller since I was like 3 years old. So getting used to a mouse and keyboard, especially a mechanical one, like everything I have in terms of the setup is brand new, and it's just been a fun learning experience, especially just streaming it. A lot of people have been helping me out, but I expect people to be roasting me in today's video because I'm just not good. Like, I'll be the first one to admit when I'm not good at something, I just look like a noob playing Java Edition. It's a lot of fun for me though, and I feel like that's the important thing. So hopefully you guys will tune into my streams on Twitch, really trying to just grow that again. I'm sure my Twitch channel's dead, but it should be a lot of fun nonetheless. But as always, I want to say thank you guys so much for all of the support lately. I just can't thank you guys enough. Leave a like, it really does help me out. Hashtag that Stealth Army as well, because you know the routine and you certainly know the drill. Let's get straight into the video. So I really want to hear back from you guys, your expectations, the things you would like to see during Minecon. But before I talk about what I hope to see in terms of the announcements, the panels, as well as the next major update, I do want to point out something that sort of bothered me. In fact, it still sort of annoys me to this day, which is that a creator did leak the update last year. So the Caves and Cliffs update was actually leaked by a creator. I believe he was a streamer or still is a streamer. I forget his name, which is probably a good thing that I don't remember this person because I never want anybody to get harassed at all. For whatever reason, that's just not cool. And targeting people and just calling them names and stuff is just never acceptable. But that creator did ruin Minecon for a lot of people, and luckily that video didn't really blow up. I mean, I think a couple 100,000 people watched the video, but still, compared to how many people tune in for Minecon and how many people look forward to Minecon, it could have been a lot worse. But sadly, you know, it did ruin Minecon for a lot of people. But for me and a lot of other creators, we actually kept that a secret. We didn't want to ruin it for anybody. And of course, Mojang, Microsoft asked us not to share anything that they discussed at all until Minecon. And I'm pretty sure like 99.9% of the creators kept that promise, which is a great thing. And it shows you how much people care about Minecraft, the community, and ultimately the experience, which is Minecon. So I feel like, you know, that does showcase how much we care. So I'm not really sure what Mojang's going to do this year, if they're going to actually reveal certain things to creators, if they're just going to have us sign a DMCA or whatever it is in order to protect their property, protect, you know, content properly from being exposed or leaked. I hope Mojang continues to include creators in future updates and future events and conventions and all of those things, because I think it's a really awesome thing that Mojang does to include the community in what they do. It just sucks that a couple creators actually ruin that experience for others, even if it's just on accident. I don't think this person or people intended to do it on purpose, but they definitely exposed it, and I feel like they probably could have done something about that ultimately. But let's talk about the Minecon trailer, which, depending on when you're watching this video, it could actually be less than a week away, because last year, Minecraft uploaded the Minecon trailer September 3rd. And it actually is one of my favorite trailers from Minecraft, from Mojang. It reveals a lot of what we can expect to see in terms of the mobs, in terms of the mob vote as well. We saw the Isolager, the Moo Bloom, the Glow Squid, and a bunch of other odd and fun interactions from different mobs. So I'm hoping to see something quite similar and possibly a huge reveal as to what we can expect to see in terms of the vote. I'm not sure if it's going to be a mob vote, a biome vote. I've made a lot of different videos discussing my ideas and my theories and my expectations. I'm really hoping that Mojang goes all out this year and really does something brand new that nobody was expecting. I think that would just be a really fun experience and definitely incentivize more people to just get involved in the vote, which benefits everybody. Now let's go ahead and discuss the next major update. This is what we all have been waiting for, right? That moment when Mojang reveals what they've been working on, what they've been planning for more than likely several years. It's this moment that everybody tunes in for mostly. If you guys don't really care about the next major update, please share down below what it is you look forward to seeing during Minecon outside of the update. I'm actually quite curious about that. If people actually tune in for Minecon and don't care about what's next for Minecraft, like that would just be a little wild, but that's actually okay because Minecon is more than just the next major update. But what are the 3 updates I feel like we're more than likely to see after part 2 of the Caves and Cliffs update? Now, these 3 are actually not my favorite update ideas, or they're not my favorite updates in general in terms of what I would like to see next, but I feel like they're more than likely going to happen, if not next year, which is when it would come out, then probably the year after that. So the first one being the end update. And I'm sure you guys have heard this before, so we don't really need to elaborate extensively in this video. I've made plenty of videos about the end update. A bunch of other YouTubers have as well, IBX, I'm sure Echo Soldier, and some of the other homies, System Z, have talked about the end update before. There's a lot of things pointing in that direction, but nothing I discuss in today's video is announced or confirmed. Just things that we've noticed through either comments from developers, things on Wikipedia, and Mojang has said this several times before, where their intentions are to update all of the current dimensions before adding a brand new dimension. Now, I myself, I'm sure I'm one of the many people that would love to see a new dimension first, and that's probably why I'm not as excited for the end update. That's not to say the end doesn't deserve an update. I'm sure there's a lot of crazy biomes, a lot of crazy mobs and ideas that Mojang could easily add into the end. All I'm saying is that it's probably time they introduce a new dimension because we haven't received one in practically a decade. So that lets you know how old these dimensions are currently and how long it's been since we received a new dimension, like a new concept for a dimension. There actually is one called Sky Islands or Skylands on feedback right now, and that's the update I ultimately want to see come to Minecraft. Like, that's my favorite update idea. We're probably not going to see it for several years, but I'd just be happy if it gets more support on feedback. So make sure you guys go on there and vote it up because eventually this needs to happen. But let's discuss the next update that we're more than likely going to see happen eventually. If it's announced this year or the next year, it would not surprise me, which is an update dedicated to introducing all of the previous Minecon losers. So we got the Isolager, the Moo Bloom, the Swamp Biome update, the Savanna Biome update, the Desert Biome update, and the Badlands, right? So a lot of content still missing. All of these are announced. All of these are confirmed. You can go on feedback right now and see that these ideas are still announced. They're still coming to Minecraft, excluding the Isolager and Moo Bloom. Those are still sort of in the idea bank. So if Mojang feels like they can fit in what they're working on, they'll introduce it into that update, which in my honest opinion, why not just throw the Isolager in the mountains? They're designed for the mountains. Even Yen said that, as well as the fact that currently an outpost can generate in the mountain biomes, which seems like the perfect home for the Isolager. So hashtag that Isolager gang down below. As for the Moo Blooms, I don't know. I feel like the Moo Blooms can just be one of those random mobs they throw into Minecraft or just make a small little update behind the Moo Bloom, similar to what they did with the bees, the Buzzy Bee update. Like, they can just do something similar to that. Nothing too major, nothing too big. But let's go ahead and focus on the final update, which I wouldn't be shocked or surprised if it showcased this year or next year, which would be the combat update part 2. So yes, this is sort of weird because It used to be a part of the end update. I mean, it was called the Combat Update 1.9, but they also included the end features like the end city, the Elytra Wings, the end ship, shulker boxes, a bunch of other features related to 1.9. So I don't feel like they would do that again, considering that Minecraft is in a different place than it was 5-6 years ago. I mean, Bedrock is a really big version now. So I'd imagine they'd just dedicate an entire update to combat mechanics, possibly introducing new weapons, new enchantments, and possibly new ways to engage in Minecraft in terms of fighting, similar to Minecraft Dungeons. I think Mojang knows they can pull a lot of ideas from Minecraft Dungeons because they've been killing it the past year in terms of features and updates. They've introduced a lot into the universe of Minecraft, and they are in the same universe. So technically speaking, there could be a lot of overlapping in terms of content. But share your ideas down below. What do you guys think about the combat update? What do you think about the end update, as well as, we'll call it the announced update? So thank you guys so much for all of the support. Notification squad, y'all are the goats, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So take care. Peace.
Ha ha ha.